Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to another edition of Awesomecallstrading.com. I am AJ. I am your host for the next, geez, I got about, 15, 18 minutes to do this. Um, Thank you, NPNG. Thank you. Well, I just spent about a good 40 minutes talking about the psychology of trading to a lot of my great traders in the chat room. Today, the market opened up. It was starting to really deteriorate. It was down about 50 to 100 points. And I was listening to the sentiments of CNBC and just how negative the vibe was, and I felt the market was going to really sell off. And so what I decided to do, we had a lot of earnings plays, at least 20, 30 opportunities out there, and I wanted the traders to get a different look of Awesome Calls Trading. I didn't go after the typical, Nvidia and Apple and Boeing and all the shreds that are going to happen. I mean, it's common knowledge you can do that, but not everyone can short, and it's not because they can't short on their platform. A lot of people in day trading rooms, in mine included, have this thing like I can't short a stock. I can't short a stock. I only play stocks long. I don't understand shorting. In reality, shorting is just as good as long. You could do both. I personally short probably 60%, 70, 65% more than I long a stock. But today, I mean, there were earnings everywhere. And I'm not just talking earnings, I'm talking gapped up. And what really gave the essence of the trades was the market was pulling them in the last couple of days. So when let's just say like a match.com typically trades at $90 a share. But because the market had sold it off, now it made the stock like a $95. So in reality, it only went up 5, $6, but today it went up like 13 or 14 because the market had taken it down. So a lot of these stocks that got hurt over the last couple of days really got a lot of their market cap back. Plus, I wanted to introduce earnings and how to play them and how to understand them. And because you know every quarter the market gives us earnings and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of plays. So what I love to do is when I've got 200, uh, you know, 200 shares to trade. I'm not 200 shares. What's the thing? 200 points out there on the board. I want to give it to the traders so more range and so forth. Again, I could take a Nvidia and short the stock. I could take an Apple and short the stock. I could take a Netflix, short the stock. Simple. You're not thinking, yeah, thank you so much. Have a nice day. And maybe in some way I could have done that. But I really wanted to give traders the opportunity. Look, it's not about just shorting. Let's take some longs. And I'll show you some examples of what we did today real quickly. RYTM, this is a phase 3 approval. If you've ever traded in Awesome Calls, you know that, myself, I'm a very experienced bio trader for the last 10, 12 years. I've been trading for 16, and I could say without hesitation, I know bios, probably in a bio trading stock room that charge you $300, $400 a month to be in. And when I saw RYTM phase 3 approval, it was a short. That was it. No answers. Boom. I just read it, short it. So I told everyone in the chat room, start shorting at 25.26, take it down to 21.50, go back to bed. How do I know this? Because I'm one of the greatest traders in the world. And here it is. Here's the trade. Short here, slam it down, 21.50, go back to bed. Have a nice day. And simple. This was truly a simple trade. Now, it was mostly for my short sellers in the chat room. And it was a nice, and I even said the stock would rebound back to 23.50, I think I said, off the pole at 21.50, and it hit 21.30. So even if you couldn't short it, you could have went long the stock and still made a point and a half on the upside. Another trade that I gave, actually, I just gave this trade when I walked in the chat room. I told everyone to go long newer, and I said very specifically, go newer to $60 a share. This is just an intraday trade that I saw setting up for everyone in the chat room. And a lot of people needed money, so I went again and gave them newer. I'll show you the stock. It was coming off of this base right here when I got in the chat room back in, and I said right here at $57.25, the stock will go to $60. Just buy the stock. See it? Look at the timeline. I walk in at 11:15, right there. Long it here. As soon as I said long it, the traders went long, and the stock is almost $60 a share. Pretty simple. All right, next stock that we did today was we did so many. So let's take car. All right, and car. Now, car is a really beautiful trade. This one I set up absolutely perfect for everyone in the chat room. Car had a miss, a really nasty miss, but they had a conference call coming up. So I told everyone in the chat room the stock was going to pop at the open to 24.50, which is right here. And when it tops off at 24.50, short it back to $22. Okay, and then the stock would squeeze back to 23 plus when the conference call starts. Really simple trade, really nothing to really think about. I did all the thinking, I did all the underwriting for you. All you had to do was execute the trade. So if you look, ding, 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 market open. Here's the push to 24.50. Told everyone to short the stock to 22. Stock hit down here, bottomed out, 22.25. I said go long the stock, back up to 24, 23 plus, and hit 24. Just a well executed, well scripted, well done trade. Okay. Next one we did was called a stock called SEDG. Now this one I was a little bit off as far as the numbers on the pullback. I had this going down to about, I believe, 72 or 73 area. I wanted to break a little bit more, but I knew the stock would squeeze right at the open, and I also, after reading the report, determined the stock was an $80 stock today, and it would be trading at around $80. So I told everyone in the chat room, watch the initial pop at the open on SCDG to 80. Then you're going to get a pullback. I was hoping about 4 to 6 points, and I think I did get that exactly that number, but I'll have to double check on the downside. And then I said, if by chance it pulls to 72, it would be great. Then you can go along. But I didn't really think it would. The numbers were so good that I really felt, all right, traders, listen to me very carefully. You're making a lot of money on newer. All right. When it hits 60, take your money. Don't get greedy. Take your money. Everyone in the trade that I gave it to you $2 ago, when it hits 60, then I'll give you 2.5 on the play. You can be done with it. Go back to bed. All right. So this one, $80, pop at the open, and then pull back 4 to 6 points, and then bottom curl go long back to 80. This is an $80 stock, traders. No ands, ifs, or buts. Here's SEDG. Ding, 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 ding. Market open. Here you go. It popped right at the open. So if you took my idea of popping to 80, scale in short, there's 80, and then pull it back down to 75. I did say 4 to 6 points, which is 5 in the middle. So I gave you 5 up, 5 down, and 5 back up. Because here's the 80 again. 5 up, 5 down, and 5 back up. So 15 points to trade that. Really nice setup for today. Today on my report card, I got a 97%, and it's because of trades like this and ideas like this is why. And how did I know this? I read the earnings report thoroughly, and this is the earnings report dictated how the stock was going to trade today. Match, just another win here. Now, match, I wanted to really go long on this stock today. This was, I'll show you how I wrote this one. Match had absolutely blowout numbers. There was just absolutely just beautiful. This was going to pop at the open towards 90 before we saw any kind of pullback. If it pulled back, I was hoping for 79 area. There was no way the stock is going to gap fill. It has a new value, and it should be trading way above the 90s. But initially, I wanted a quick pop at the open towards 88.90, pull it back, bottom curl, go long, and then just slam it up all day to the upside. And if you look how we did this one, just a match.com. Now, initially, again, I wanted to pull it at the open if I could. So here's the 86 area, and it pulled to 82. So it did give 3 to 4 points to the downside, which I did like. But my main emphasis was, if it hit 79, oh my God, load up because this is going to squeeze. Once it started squeezing, I started walking up traders through the 90 area. And after it hit 90, I said it's got more to go. Now, the beauty of this, when you're trading a stock like Match, you have to know what else trades alongside it. And that's what I do really well in the chat room. I can identify, Match has a parent company called IAC. A lot of you don't know that, but I do. And this trade was, to me, other than Planet and INGN, this trade today was probably the most magnificent call, magnificent trade I have ever seen. I mean, I have really stepped up my game as a day trader, as a momentum player that understands the market. I knew this stock. I want you to look very carefully where the stock was sitting in pre-market. You see this? See this 258, 260 area? Do you know what I said before the market even opened? At least 30, 35 minutes, I started writing this. This stock, here, I'll show you what I wrote for everyone. And these weren't just notes. These were like, look, traders, watch magic happen. I wanted you to start shorting at 258 to 260. If it popped to 265, don't worry. The stock is going to pull to 245. When it does, go long. So if you just wanted to short the stock and you only had 3 minutes to trade today or 5 minutes to trade, start taking short right at the open. Now, I want you to watch the key level of 245 on this. This is where 16 years of professional day trading kicks in. This is where you're beyond any day trader in the world. There's no day trader in the world that could do what I just, this fucking call. None. Because they don't have the feel for it. They don't. This is why Awesome Calls Trading exists, because we're the shit. All right? Just hands down, we're it. All right? So you want to see perfection? You want to see perfection. All right? So you ready? So all you people that traded Apple for 4 points, I want you to look at perfection, because your guy won't teach you this shit because he doesn't know how. He'd rather go Apple for 4 points. Go look at this win today. Ready? Ding, 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 ding. Here's your short, 258. Slam. Look where it hit, 245. So you could have made 12 points, I believe, 12, 13 points in less than 4 minutes. Then at 245, you could have went long the stock, and you could have made 5, 10, 50, 20 to the upside. Is that the shit? No other chat room on the planet can trade like that. Find me one. Oh, I'm sorry, they came from here. Okay, here's another one. Planet. Isn't that ironic? Planet to planet. Now, Planet, what you don't know that I do know, is Planet likes to get bought up on weakness. Before you buy it up, you have to read the report. 99.9% of the chat rooms don't know how to read reports. They got their thumb up their asses. In here, I read the report. The report told me to buy the weakness. So I told everyone in the chat room, and not only buy the weakness, I made it very clear to everyone where the stock was going to go. So if you bought the weakness, you were going to get paid. I'll show you what I wrote. 30 minutes before the opening bell, Planet. This stock, start buying at 68 and 69. Anything under, add, 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 add. This stock will rebound. Not, not go. It could go. Maybe. All right. Let me hedge against it. No. The stock's going to go to 73, 74. And you're done. That's it. That's the trade. Don't short it. Don't try to short it. Don't fight it. Don't argue with me. Just go long the stock. That's all you have to do. You ready? 68, 69, bam, 73, 74. Have a nice day. And last but not least, I'll give you another great one we did today. You never heard this one before. Earnings came out this morning. They were just terrible. INGN. However, I've traded INGN over the years, and I understand this stock. So today, even though it was trading thin, I felt the stock had room to be a buy. You have to be a buy at 41. You see on pre-market how it held to 41, even with the disaster quarter. So I started telling traders, start picking up anyway 42 and under, 41.50, 41.20. I know it's thin, but get in there. The stock will rebound and pop to 46, 47 at the open. You don't believe me? Look how I wrote it up. Because I wanted quick money for some of the traders in here. So INGN, there's your buyer at 41. Have room to add to 39. Stock will go to 47. So 41 is the buying opportunity area. And I'll show you how many times it gave the opportunity. Right? Here's the initial play, 41, slammed it up to 46, 4.5 points, pulled back again. See how it held to 41? By the 41 again, slammed back up to 45. You literally could have just done this trade back and forth 3, 4 times. Just a beautiful play. And I'll leave you with this stock before I close out. I really want you to look at this one, GWPH. And for all you mods in other rooms that don't know what the fuck you're doing, remember GWPH. One thing you have to know about investors on this stock, regardless of how great this stock is and how well they do, investors love to cash out on earnings. You need to understand that. And I know this. So I was calling for a short around the 169, 170, room to add at the open. And I was looking for a pullback of 9 to 10 points. This stock actually pulled back all the way to 157 before it found a base. Just a really, really nice execution. Boss Hog said I made $399 on GWPH. Congratulations. Well executed, well scripted. I understood the stock. I even told you where to enter, where to exit. Here it is. GWPH. There it is. GW likes to squeeze when they beat, so look for any kind of push. Watch for gap fill to 161 and under, and it hit 157. Now, if you had traded all day and you happened to come in when I came back from my break and you needed some money, my job is to find you money all day long. And when I leave for an hour or two to rest my brain, the great dark side, one of the most magnificent technical traders in the world, along with the great short seller, Jenny, they get on the mic. And I love, they are not only just entertaining, but they're so smart. You learn so much. And it's nice to have another voice in the room. I love it. I love it. I'm honored they're here. But when I come back, I got traders really, hey, I need money. I need money. Can you give me a trade? Can you give me money? Can you please, AJ, before you start talking, give me a trade. So I come in the room. Remember I told you when I started the webinar? Newer. Here's newer. Before I came in the room, here's the time frame, 11:15. There's the long. I said take it long. Stock will go to 60. Stock is sitting at $59.80. So even if you had come in or you just joined us or you just tried us out for a day, you could have made at least $200-300 while I'm talking. Pretty easy, huh? So always remember one thing before I close out. You might be red in the morning. You might lose. You might get frustrated a little bit, but the market gives you opportunities throughout the day. And my job is to find them for you. That's what you hire me for. And I will guide you, find it for you, help you execute it, and keep your confidence level up so you can make money. So you can see how the trade was executed, you learn from the trade, and you move on to the next. Last 3 days, I made over $3,000. I average $1,000 a day. My goal is always $1,000 a day or more. And once I hit my goal, I stop trading. I don't need to overtrade. There's no reason for it. My goal is my goal. It's set there for a reason. And tomorrow, I got to make $1,000. And I'll do it live in front of everyone. I give entries, exits, screenshots, whatever I got to do. I'm fully transparent. I don't fuck around. And always, always, no fear when I trade. Okay. So I will leave you on that great note. If you want to join us and be a part of our room tomorrow, learn how to trade real stocks, real ideas, start your journey with us, click here. All right. If you're an existing member and you refer somebody, we definitely love to do referrals. And I really love what I do. I really do. But always remember, the room isn't about me. It's not about patting me on the back every 5 seconds. Oh, you're so great. No, the room is about you. If you're not making money or you're not learning, I'm not doing my job. So why be here? You need to learn. I need to bring value to you. And I think that I do by teaching you every day something new. And that's why this room was created, to always keep evolving so you never stop learning. Market's been down over almost 2,000 points in 3 days, yet we're all up. I'm up. What does that tell you? That tells you you're in a great chat room that knows how to trade the market and knows how to make money doing it. And I don't hit home runs. I'm not that guy. You see all those guys that supposedly hit home runs on paper trading. Where are they now? They're not even trading. Half of these pumper rooms don't trade. They don't. Small cap rooms don't trade. None of them trade stocks. None of them. They can't. They can't find what they're used to. And here we trade everything. Everything. Okay. All right. I love you all. So I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. And that is today's webinar. Look forward to trading with you tomorrow. Take care.